Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss all the type B questions from the chapter list manipulation of class 11. Now what is the difference between following two expressions if LST is given as 1, 3, 5 in the form of a list? First one is LST into 3, second one is LST into equal to 3. So in both the cases, the elements of the list LST will be repeated 3 times, forming a new list. But in the second case, the new list will be stored in the same list LST. That is the difference between these two expressions. Now question number 2 and 3, given two lists L1 and L2. Here L1 is a list containing some strings and L2 is also a list containing substrings as well as one nested sublist. Which of the following expressions will cause an error and why? Give output of the expressions that don't result in error. So you can see these are all the expressions. First one L1 is defined over here, then L2. Then L1 equal to L2. So here we are comparing these two lists and this expression will not cause an error and it will give you the output as false because L1 content and L2 content are not same. Then L1 dot upper. So this one will give you error because upper function can be applied with a string but not with a list. Now L1 of 3 dot upper. Here this will not produce any error. Why? Because L1 of 3 means the element which is present at index number 3, that is list, that will be converted into uppercase. This is a string, so your output is list in uppercase. Now L2 dot upper. So this one will produce error. Why? Because L2 is a list and we cannot apply upper function on a list. Then L2 of 1 dot upper. This one will also produce error because L2 of 1 is again another list. So we cannot use upper function with a list. Now L2 of 1 1 dot upper. So this is referring to the string another which is present at index number 1 1. Okay, so that will be converted into uppercase and you will get the output like this. Now given a list L1 having some values like this, now which list slice will return the corresponding output? So here you can see in this list at index number 0, 3 is present, at index number 1, 4.5 is there, at index number 2, 12 is there, like this. So we want the output is like this, 12, 25.7, then 2105 within another list. So here it is indicating we want the elements which are present at index number 2, 3 and 4. So for that you can just take a list slice like this L1 within that 2 to 5, that range you have to provide. So 5 will be excluded and you will get the elements which are present at index number 2, 3 and 4. Next, which expression will return 2105? As you know, this is a nested list which is present at index number 4. So you just have to write L1 within square bracket 4. So this will access these values. Now which list slice will return 2105? So we have to just provide the list slices like this L1 within that 4 to 5. The range is like this. So it will just give you the element which is present at index number 4, that is this one 2105. Now which list slice will return 4.5, 25.7 and 88? Okay, so as we can see here we are just accessing the elements which are present at index number 1, 3 and 5. So you can give a start value of index number 1 and stop value, that means it will continue till the end of the list with a step value 2, so that it will access the elements which are present at index number 1, 3 and 5. Now consider the same list L1. Now which function can change the list to like this 3, 4.5, 12, 25.7 and 88. So here the list is containing all the elements except the element which is present at index number 4, that is 2105. So we can just use the remove function, and within that function we have to pass that particular element which we want to remove from the list. Now your list will become like this. Now the next question is, the list has to contain 3, then 4.5, then 12, then 25.7. So here you can use another function del, and that is to delete DLL1. Within that you can just pass 4 colon. That means the elements which are present at index number 4 and till the rest of the element, those will be removed from the list. So you can use this function. The next one is, the list is containing 2105 and 88. That means it is containing the elements which are present from index number 4 till the end of the list. So you can just delete the rest of the elements. So you can use delete L1 within that column 4. So it will remove or delete all the elements which are present from index number 0 till index number 3. So these are the functions which will give you the corresponding output. Now what will the following code result in? First, the list L1 is containing the elements 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, and print L1 equal to L1 dot reverse. Okay, so as you know, L1 dot reverse function will reverse the list. Okay, that means the elements will be placed in reverse order. And if you compare these two lists, then obviously the output will be false. Okay, so if you just run the code, can get the output like this. First output is false. First print statement will give you false. The next print statement is L1. Here L1 is already reversed, so you can just see the list in reverse order. Now predict the output of this code. My list is a list of strings, and the string is like this: PROBLEM. Now we are assigning my list of 2 to 3 as empty list. That means the element which are present at index number 2 to 3, those will be removed. So that means only the item which is present at index number 2, that will be removed, which is O. Now your list will become like this: PRBLEM. Now again we are assigning the items which are index number 2 to 5 as empty list. So those elements which are present at index number 2, 3 and 4 will be removed. Those are the alphabets B, L and E. These three will be removed and your resulting list is like this: PRM. Now predict the output. Here list 1 is containing some values. Now you have to print list 1 dot index of 18. So this one will give you the index number of first occurrence of 18 in the list, that is 1. That means 18 is present at index number 1 in this list. Now print list 1 dot count of 18. How many number of times 18 is present in the list? That will give you the count of 18, that is 2. Now list1 dot append list1 dot count of 13. So how many number of 13 is present in the list? That many number of times that count value will be appended with the list1. So here 13 is present 3 times. So 3 will be appended with the list and your new list will be like this. Now predict the output. First there is a list called odd having values 1, 3, 5. Now it is printing odd plus another list 2, 4, 6, that is kept within bracket or parenthesis. Then within that, after that, within square bracket 4 is written. So what will happen? Odd plus 2, 4, 6 becomes a new list is formed having values 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. That means odd is one existing list and this new list having values 2, 4, 6 is appended or concatenated with that one, forming a new list having these 6 values. Now after that Within square bracket 4 is there. That means from this list we are accessing the value which is present at index number 4. So the element which is present at index number 4 is 4. So the output will be 4 for this print statement. Now next print statement is odd plus another list 12, 14, 16, then 4 within square bracket, minus odd plus another list 2, 4, 6, then within square bracket 4. So what will happen? Odd is the existing list having values 1, 3, 5. Then another list having values 12, 14 and 16 is added. So your new list becomes 1, 3, 5, 12, 14, 16 like this. From this we are accessing the value which is present at index number 4, that is 14. Similarly, odd plus 2, 4, 6 will give you a new list that is having values 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, and we are accessing the value which is present at index number 4, that is 4. And if you do the subtraction, then you'll get 14 minus 4 as 10. Now predict the output. Here A, B, C is equal to 3 lists having values 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, 2 respectively. So we are assigning these 3 lists to 3 variables A, B and C. Now we are printing A equal to B. So here equal to operator, that is a comparison operator, it checks whether the values of both the objects are same or not. So it will check the values present or referred by the object. So here since A and B are both referring to the list having same values, then this will give you the output as true. But in the next case where we are writing print A is B, here you are using is operator. So each operator will check whether both the operands refer to the same object in memory or not. If they are referring to the same memory, then that will produce the output as true. But since here A and B are two different objects created in different memory locations, so is operator will produce the output as false. Now predict the output. Here you can see there are two lists L1 and L2 having values 2 and 4, same value for both these lists. Now L3 equal to L2, that means we are creating a new list L3 and we are storing L2 within that. So this is kind of list copy or list cloning you are doing. So this way of creating a copy of list will not actually create a different list. It will refer to the same list which is referred by the list L2. So L3 is just a new name given to the existing list L2. Okay, so that means L3 and L2 will refer to the same memory location. They will not refer to different memory locations. Okay, so in that case, whatever changes will be made in one list will be reflected in the other list also. Why? Because they are not actually two different lists, they are actually the same list but having two names. Okay, so we are just changing the value L2 of 1 as 5. Okay, so we are changing the value which is present at index number 1 of list L2 to 5. And now if you want to print L3, then also you will get the same value 2 and 5. That means whatever value is there in L2, the same value is in L3 also. Because they are not two different lists, but the same list having two different names. Okay, but in the second case, we are doing the same thing, but here we are using list function. Okay, so here what will happen? L3 is equal to list of L2. Okay, so here L3 is a different list object which is created having value which is same as in list L2. Okay, so L3 will occupy a different memory location. That means L3 is a different list object having the same value 2 and 4 which is present in the list L2, but it is a different list. So since these two lists have different memory locations, so whatever changes will be done in one list that will not be reflected in another list. So here we are changing one value of list L2. Okay, L2 of 1 is equal to 5. And if you print L3, then L3 will have the same previous value, that is 2 comma 4. That change will not be reflected in list L3. Okay, that is the difference in these two cases. Now find the error in this code. L1 is a list having values 1, 11, 21, 30, 31 like this. Now L2 is equal to L1 plus 2. So here this will produce one error. Why? Because L1 is a list object and we are adding or concatenating one integer with a list, which is not possible. Now L3 is equal to L1 into 2, that is possible. This is a repetition operator, so L1 will be repeated 2 times and it will be stored in the list L3. Now IDX is another variable which is storing L1 dot index of 45. That means we are accessing the index number of the element 45 from the list L1, but actually 45 is not present in the list L1, so this one will produce error. Now the next question is same thing, find error in the code. The same list L1. Here you are using remove function and we are removing one element 41. This one will also produce error because 41 is not present in the list L1. And the second code is like this. We are removing the element 31, that is fine, correct. And the result of this function is stored in a variable called an. Okay, now we are printing an plus 2. So this remove function is actually not returning any value. It doesn't return anything. So the value which is present at an is none. Okay, so and we are trying to add one integer 2 with none, which is not possible. So this one will give you error. Now again find the error. First list is L1 having values 3, 4, 5. Then L2 is having value L1 into 3. That's the repetition operator. That is fine. So L2 will be a new list having all the values of the list L1 repeated 3 times. Now print L1 into 3.0. This one will give you error because we cannot multiply a list with a float. This is not possible. Now in the next case you can see there is another list L1 having some values. Now we are trying to print L1 colon minus 1. So this is the statement or this is the list slice which will reverse the string and it will give you the output as the string, the elements of the list will be reversed in reverse order. Okay, now next print L1 within that minus 1 colon minus 2 colon minus 3. So here starting index is minus 1, then stop index is minus 2 and step value is minus 3. So this is correct. Now next one is print L1, then minus 1 colon minus 2 colon minus 3 colon minus 4. This is one invalid list slicing statement. So this one will produce error. Now what is the output of the following code? So X is a list containing the elements 3, 2 and 5 all are in a string form. Then Y is one empty string. Now while X, you have to do something. Y is equal to Y plus X of minus 1. Then X becomes X of colon length of X minus 1. Okay, so while X means this loop will execute until the list X becomes empty. Okay, so with each iteration, what will happen? Y value will become Y plus X of minus 1. That means Y is an empty string. So the element which is present at index number minus 1 of X, that will be appended with the string Y. Okay. Now your X will become X of colon of length of X minus 1. That means uh, each time the last item of the list X will be removed from X. Okay, so it will continue till the list becomes empty. So by the end of the loop, what we will find? Y will be having all the values from the list X in reverse order. Okay, that is 5, 2, 3 in the form of a string. Okay, because Y is a string type of object. Now X will become one empty list. At the end of the loop, X has become empty. Now if you print type of X and type of Y, then you'll get type of X is obviously list type and Y is of a string type. Now here ends the solutions of chapter 7, that is list manipulation, and we have discussed all the type B questions from this chapter. And if there is any doubt, you can put it in comment section, and stay tuned for more solutions and do subscribe. Thank you.